Apologies, I was really looking forward to be present in the room there for this interesting discussion, but yes, unfortunately sometimes events are outside of our control, but still very happy to be present for the discussion and to present the EIB counter guarantee solution for the PPAs. So if you allow me just to, I hope you can see my screen.
Yep, I can see it.
So, as part of the Clean Industrial Deal, EIB, for which EIB is a key partner of the Commission, alongside the already strong and existing direct and indirect financing for renewable energy efficiency projects, the European Investment Bank developed two additional instruments targeting, one of them targeting the electrical grids, a counter guarantee through banks in support of producers of crucial key grid components. And the second one was the counter guarantee for power purchase agreements, which I'm going to present today, and which is basically for the time being a pilot of 500 million envelope that is available to banks in the EU for guarantees of the credit risk from mid-caps and larger corporates in the context of power purchase agreements. Our view is that, of course, the PPA market is facing a lot of challenges for us, of course, as a bank, where we can see our intervention and where we hope we could be supportive with respect to the creditworthiness of the buyers of electricity in the context of a long-term agreements. Basically, we observe from the market that the trend on the market is from very large projects with very large and high credit quality buyers, such as tech companies and so on, towards more smaller, fragmented deals with much riskier buyers of electricity, such as even mid-caps, sub-investment grades, or even lower-rated counterparts. Of course, in the context of the PPA, so basically, just to highlight that we also built on our experience with guarantees in general. So basically, we've been very active in the last 7 years with guaranteeing exposures of banks and partnering with banks in order to reach final beneficiaries such as mid-caps or in intervening in particular segments such as the wind sector, where we saw the strong need for counter guarantee solution for the producers of wind turbines, European producers of wind turbines. This was especially successful program. It was rolled out in less than 2 years, and it was scaled up from 1.5 billion initially to 5 billion today, and the participation has been extremely strong. Of course, we hope that the PPA counter guarantee will have a similar success, but this nevertheless depends on the market. For us, we can provide a solution and share our excitement and our motivation with partner banks, but it is up to the markets to whether this solution will be found, there will be demand for it. Here, a brief visualization of how the counter guarantee works. Basically, we guarantee 50% of the risk of financial institutions, partner banks, who then guarantee the payment risk. So basically, it's a payment guarantee on the power purchases for the benefit, at the end, indirect benefit of the power suppliers. Our view is that improved creditworthiness for these long-term PPAs should hopefully improve the bankabilities of the renewable energy projects. So indirectly, we hope to also support the renewable energy projects, but of course directly also to provide guarantees for mid-caps or large corporates. The mechanics basically EIB covers 50% of the risk on a pari passu base with the partner banks. The benefit for the banks is the direct risk protection, potential capital relief, or the support for limit restrictions, alleviation of limit restrictions. For the power purchases, for the buyers of electricity, there should ideally EIB should deliver improvement in the benefit in the terms of the guarantees, basically reduction in guarantee fees, and as I mentioned, for the power producers, hopefully the end result should be a strong PPA that can be then presented to their financiers as a bankable solution. We are targeting two different type of final recipients of the guarantees: mid-sized enterprises and large corporates. This is relevant in the sense that for the mid-sized enterprises, we delegate fully to our partner banks the process for origination monitoring. So EIB does not take active role in any part of the process. While for the large corporates, we do require pre-approval of the EIB, because we also need to manage our limits. Sometimes we have already existing limits or exposures with large corporates. So we need to maintain overview and ensure that we are respecting our own limits per se. In terms of PPA types, we are really agnostic. We can accommodate pretty much any PPA type as long as the payments are quantified and there is a specified maximum amount that it's acceptable for the producer and for the bank. We are happy to extend our guarantee. When it comes to asset types, for the time being, we can only guarantee energy produced from greenfield renewable energy projects or hybrid projects. We are nevertheless working to expand further into brownfield, but this is to be hopefully confirmed at a later stage. As to the technology, wind, solar, of course, being the main ones, but we, for the time being, we can accommodate also combinations with battery energy storage. However, for the time being, BESS, the standalone battery storage, is not eligible under the guarantee. We are working with our colleagues to identify a way to potentially include them in the context of a comprehensive energy strategy of the buyers, if possible. It's a pan-European product instrument available to all EU countries, and actually we are in discussions with partner banks from Spain to Romania, and from Finland to Greece. So we are promoting it. We're promoting the solution, and we hope that partner banks will also find it interesting and would like to cooperate on it. Looking ahead, our view and has this instrument is that the credit risk would become more important topic for the power purchase agreement. Of course, the key now being, as we heard earlier, prices and so on. But we also think that credit risk should be important topic, hence this instrument. And yes, we are really looking forward to engage with banks to hopefully implement and support the development of the PPA market.